What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA Prize Picks player props for the day. And before we get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new, and give this video a big thumbs up, as well as leaving a comment on the channel or on the video down below as well, because all three of those things really help the channel out a ton and help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day, guys. So I really would appreciate that. Also, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Sleeper Fantasy because they are running a huge Super Bowl promo and a promo for today. So for today, they're running a free LeBron James square for new users, and you will get an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 when you use code FF23. So to get access to this free square and to that 100% deposit match, you need to use code FF23 at checkout. And then also, guys, on Sleeper, they're running a $50 protected pick for the big game. So pretty much up to $50. If you want to place a $50 bet, you'll get $50 in promo if your bet doesn't hit. If you want to place a $25 bet, you'll get $25 in promo if your bet doesn't hit. It's just going to be whatever you throw down on it. But really nice promo from Sleeper there. You want to take advantage of that. That's just free money they're handing out with the 100% deposit match, the LeBron James free square, and the Super Bowl promo. And like I said, you guys can get access to all of that by using code FF23 on Sleeper. And the link to that will be the top link down below in the description. But without further ado, let's get into yesterday. So yesterday we had a 3-2 day, and we should have had a sweep. If there were no blowouts, guys, we sweep the slate 100%. Anthony Edwards ends with 29 points, rebounds. He needed 32.5. Easily would have gone over without a blowout. Didn't play the fourth quarter. And then as far as Andrew Wiggins hooks ends with 11. He had 9 points in the first half. He needed 11.5, so he needed 12. He ends with 11. Barely plays in the fourth quarter because of a blowout once again. We would have definitely swept the slate with no blowouts yesterday, which just sucks. Really disappointing. But 3-2 day, we'll definitely take it. Still a winning day. But we moved. We got today ahead of us. And I'm really confident in today's slate once again. And I think we got a good chance of getting a 5-0 sweep today. So without further ado, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Alperen Şengün under 24.5 points versus the Raptors. So this line I just think is way too high for Şengün. The Raptors have allowed the 13th fewest points per game in the NBA to centers over the last month, so they've been solid defensively versus the center position. Şengün is under this line in 4 straight games as well. He's under this line in 37 of 50 games this season, and he's averaging just 21.5 points per game at home this season. Overall, not a good matchup for Şengün. He's not a very good wait, what am I trying to say? He's a very good scorer. It's just not a very good matchup for him. Sorry. I don't think he's going to be able to get to 25 points. The line is just simply too high. I think this line should honestly be set at like 21.5 points. And an underrated thing, Amin Thompson is starting at point guard with Fred VanVleet out. So now likely Şengün doesn't have his facilitator to feed him the ball a lot, which will lead to less scoring opportunities for Şengün. Overall, just think this is too high of a line. I don't think he's going to cover. So Alperen Şengün, under 24.5 points versus the Raptors, is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Jayson Tatum, over 27.5 points versus the Wizards. So this is an ideal matchup for Tatum, as he's over this line in 2 straight matchups versus the Wizards. Wizards allow the second most points per game in the NBA to power forwards this season. And like I said, Tatum has an ideal matchup here. He should be able to go off versus the Wizards. This team struggles drastically versus the power forward position. They are the worst defense in the entire NBA. Tatum, obviously one of the elite players in the entire NBA. He should be able to get busy. He should be able to have an efficient scoring night versus the Wizards. I'm really confident in Tatum here. So Jayson Tatum, over 27.5 points versus the Wizards, is my second play of the day. Next up, I got DeAaron Fox, over 24 points versus the Nuggets. He's over this line in 31 of 44 games this season. Nuggets allow the 14th most points per game to point guards over the last month. He's over this line in 8 of his last 10 versus the Nuggets as well. And Fox has to perform well to keep this game close. This game is not going to be a close game if De'Aaron Fox doesn't score 25 points. Just plain and simple. And I think this will be a close game. I think this will. They're in Sacramento. He's at home. He's much better at home as well. Ideal matchup for Fox to have a big night. I think he does have a big night. I think he has an efficient night as well. Sorry. So DeAaron Fox over 24 points versus the Nuggets is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Miles Bridges under 38.5 PRA versus the Bucks. He's under this line in every career game versus the Bucks. Line is juiced because of back-to-back 40-plus point games from Bridges. This line is normally not this high, and this line really should not be this high. He's averaging 29.1 PRA per game on the road without LaMelo this season, and the Bucks are the best defensive team in the NBA defending forwards. Guards dominate the Bucks, not forwards. We know guards have dominated the Bucks throughout this entire season, but forwards have struggled versus the Bucks throughout this entire season. Not a good matchup for Bridges. Not a game that he should be able to have a big game in. And overall, I just think this is a game where Miles Bridges struggles. He's not very efficient. I don't think he has the normal volume he has either, and it's likely a blowout win for the Bucks. So honestly, not confident that Bridges goes over this at all. I'm very confident he goes under this line. So Miles Bridges under 38.5 PRA versus the Bucks is my fourth play of the day. Now, time for my fifth and final play. I got Tyrese Maxiell over 28.5 points versus the Hawks. Hawks are allowing the most points per game to point guards over the last 2 weeks. Hawks are allowing 39.7 points per game over the last 2 weeks to point guards. Also, Hawks are allowing the most points per game to point guards over the last month, so they've just been really bad to point guards as of late. It's an elite matchup for Tyrese Maxiell here, and he's over this line in 2 of the 3 games versus the Hawks this season. Obviously, as well, there's no Joel Embiid, so Maxiell is the undoubtedly number one option for the Sixers. Sorry, guys. I don't know, something's in my chest, but overall, just not a good matchup for the Hawks. Tyrese Maxiell should be able to get busy. He should be able to have a big night. So Tyrese Maxiell over 28.5 points versus the Hawks is my fifth and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA PrizePicks player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up and leaving a comment down below as well, because all of those things really help the channel out a ton and help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day, guys. So, yeah, that's really all I got for this video. Make sure to sign up for Sleeper Fantasy and use code FF23 for an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100, as well as free access to this LeBron James free square for tonight and the protected Super Bowl promo that Sleeper is running to play a bet up to $50. And also, first deposit match is up to $500 when you use code FF23 now. Sorry, I've been messing that up, but yeah, that's all I got for this video. Sleeper will be the top link down below in the description. And without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow with a 5-0 sweep.